In the name of international news media, once again, we welcome you to Public Affairs. This is your host, Awee Abayari. Today, we're going to discuss the latest developments about the Super Tuesday, although we know that a lot of our viewers and the listeners are aware that Pete Buttigieg and Senator Klobuchar had already withdrawn and are supporting former Senator Biden or former Vice President. And at the same time, we heard that former Mayor Bloomberg has also withdrawn. Now, our latest information gives us this data that former Vice President Biden has received 453 delegates, and Sanders received 373. As of 11 o'clock in the morning, this is our latest, that California, which is still close to call, but we will confer with Marissa, who is our guest today, that Senator Sanders received 87 delegates and former Vice President Biden 54. We'll now talk to our guest today, who is always a guest on Public Affairs because she knows a lot about the political developments in California especially. She is a journalist and a well-known, very active community leader. Welcome and thank you so much, Marissa, for giving us your time. I know that you hardly slept because you were working so hard the whole Tuesday of afternoon and evening. Thank you.
Hello, yes, you're right. It was really an amazing thing it was my first time to actually go there to the polls to be actually working. So I wanted to see the perspective of what was happening there versus me being in City Hall, finding out all the wonderful things that are happening over there too as far as elections was. But that was a different perspective. So I got to see the voters coming in and seeing how they vote, and it was really exciting.
Mm-hmm. It was pretty smooth compared to the previous primaries in the other states, correct?
My personal opinion, because I only worked one poll, so I couldn't really give you the perspective of all the other polls around me. But that poll that I was in was basically more of a senior center type situation, and it basically had a lot of seniors that were there, and based on that, they really did want to vote. I mean, even with their wheelchair and their walkers and whatever they had, and no matter how slow they were walking or how whether they took their time to actually to be there at the polls, that didn't really matter because they really wanted to vote. So it was really exciting, to see that. I mean, it kind of like they were like enlightened because of the fact that there were some younger poll workers that were working versus seniors that were working.
Yes,
I think that really got them a little more motivated too.
Would you say then, Marissa, that as people have observed, the young people did not really go in droves to the polling places as expected by Senator Bernie Sanders? He was expecting more of the young people would come and vote this time.
And again, I couldn't really speak for the other polls, but with our polls, I did see some younger kids voting. But the younger kids that are voting, the ratio and proportion were more of Latino in the community. So, and a few Asians and a few African Americans. As far as voting in our area of vicinity, but again, as far as the way I was looking at, because of course, we have the opportunity to see whether they are of different what is it called, political background. You can kind of, we kind of can notate that, but of course we can't say their names because it's a public record to know, of course, their political background because it's on, it's on the like a cheat sheet that that people can just go ahead and look, and they actually could take a picture if they wanted to. But bottom line is that it indicates there that there was a lot of Democrats that voted. A lot of nonpartisan that voted, a lot of mail ballots that it in on time. So maybe the numbers could change. That I saw a lot of, and also a lot of people in our area vicinity did not get their ballots in the mail. Their absentee ballots, like myself and my parents and and so forth. So basically, that's something that kind of like a question mark right there, because a lot of people were complaining about absentee ballots missing. So it is kind of odd on that end.
Yes. One question that was asked by many of our listeners and viewers was this. Do you know whether these voters have already decided long before the withdrawal of Pete Buttigieg and Klobuchar, or they have decided last minute?
That's a good question on that end regarding whether or not they decided or not decided, because it looks to me that the people again were coming in. They were all of different walks of life, different profession. The way they come inside the polling place, based on that, it seems like as far as whether or not you were talking about with whether Bernie Sanders, is there something like that in regards to that?
Yeah, people are asking whether people voted now for former Vice President Biden because of the withdrawal. It helped. The withdrawal of Klobuchar and of course Pete Buttigieg.
Oh yeah, definitely. On that end, yes, it did help, of course, Biden to actually get in as a front runner on that end. But I believe right now, I think that Bernie Sanders won in California.
So that's the latest from California, because as I've said earlier, my latest was 11 o'clock in the morning, East Coast time, and he had 87 delegates, and Vice President Biden with 54. So what's the latest?
Oh, I'm sorry, Awee. I meant in the city of actually the county of San Diego.
Oh, okay.
I believe Sanders actually took it out. He was like the front runner. But as far as the other parts of the other counties or cities in other areas of California might be different. But in San Diego County, Sanders won.
So we don't have the final tally yet, right? It will take a couple of days. The final for whole of California, when would it be?
Yeah, you know what? At this point, it looks like it says 79% reporting at this moment. So it's going to probably take some time on that.